So, fixed my keurig. I thought I better shoot a video because I looked online and there's no good videos on this possible problem. Turned out mine was just like a T that was broken. And you can see here, right there's the T that I installed. This one is the one that was broken. And it broke, and it would give me, like, in a coffee cup, 1/4 of an inch of water, coffee, and then would just make noise and do nothing. I did all the fixes trying to descale it and whatever, and nothing helped. Okay, so I thought, well, it's got to come apart. There's a pretty good instructional video on how to get it apart. You know, you got to pull out screws, and then there's a couple clips. There's one here, right there, and you got to actually pull it backwards. So you got to reach in there kind of like this and pull it back. There's a guy that kind of shows, maybe not as well as I'm doing, but you got to actually pull them back this way. You can see where's a good shot of how it actually hooks. It actually hooks around like this, so you gotta pull it back that way. And you know, I didn't really damage that silver part getting it apart. Didn't damage the plastic too badly that anybody's gonna care. Wife won't care. It's at the back. But I had to get it apart and to see what was going on. And then, you know, I immediately seen that this T was broke, and I think this hose goes down to this pump, and I believe this pump actually primes the system. It helps prime it to get water in there, because like I said, it would just barely get any water in the cup and then leave me pissed off brewing a whole pot of coffee when I just wanted a single out of the keurig. So, I just took a tea. It's actually from a car, vacuum tea from a car. Stuck her on there, and ended up using these two little magnets just to trick it to think that the tank was on there and it was full to the right level, so that this light would quit flashing. And yeah, I brewed myself a pot of coffee out in the garage here. Got this thing fixed. There is one kind of asshole screw that is hard to get to. I'm gonna flip this guy over, see if I can, and it's gonna spill water everywhere. I don't give a shit though, whatever. You guys gotta see this screw. It is right there. So you need a super long screwdriver. If you don't have one, you ain't getting it apart. But yeah, like that's got to be a foot long, and I barely had room to get that screw out. But you know what? This thing's fixed. I just saved myself, I don't know what these things are worth, like $100, $200. Can't remember what I paid for it, but I didn't want to buy another one. So yeah, and like I said, I believe this primes this pump that sucks the water from here. Yeah. You know, so if descaling and whatever doesn't work, and you're kind of handy and you got the long screwdriver, take it apart. You know, what's gonna hurt? Worst case scenario, you learn something. And you know, like I said, that's just a T from a vacuum line from a car, and I cleaned it. No, I didn't. I didn't give a shit. Whatever. It's clean now. It ran a cup of coffee, so it's clearly clean. Coffee tastes pretty good. And It's my video on how to fix a Keurig once the cleaning method doesn't work and you're kind of handy. Just do what I did. Not necessarily that that's your problem. Like, this pump can fail, and but I took it apart and immediately seen, oh, this T's broken. What does that T do? And it totally solved my problem. That's my video.